Hello, friends. Welcome to today's football prediction Betkraft. Once again, it's another wonderful Thursday morning, and today we have about 5 games that we brought forward for you, and it's the easiest 5 you can get, and we made our analysis of these games and then brought it forward for you, and in a short while we'll be looking at the games one after the other, and I would urge you for coming across our video for the first time to kindly hit the subscription button. Don't miss out on our games that are coming up on this channel on a daily basis. All right, that being said, and I said to the business of the day, without further ado, the first game that we have for you today is in Europa League, where we'll have Pafos who will be up against Elfsborg. All right, and as usual, we'll take a look at how both teams have fared in recent games, and also take a look at their head-to-head perspective, how they fared from home and also how they fared from away. And when you look at these games, you see that Pafos have been able to achieve 5 wins in the past 10 home games. They've also had 3 losses as well as 2 draws in the past 10 home games. And away side, Elfsborg is also having 3 wins in the past 10 away games, but they have had 7 losses as well playing from away. But also the head-to-head proceeding for both sides, the first time they met, which was earlier this month in the first leg of this very encounter, saw Elfsborg defeating this side from home by 3-0. So in this very encounter as well, we know that Elfsborg is a stronger side, and we do expect Elfsborg to achieve a result in this one. We expect their away side to either win or draw. That's our verdict for this very game. We don't expect them to lose outrightly. We expect them to either win or draw in this very game. That's our verdict, and that will take us to the next game for the day. It is in Europa Conference League qualification match, where we'll have Kups who will be up against Strassin. All right, and Kups have been able to keep, it's actually a finisher team. They've been able to win 3 games in the past 6 encounters. They've also had 1 draw as well as 2 losses in the past 6 games that they have so far. And when you look at Strassin, on the other hand, they've won 3 games as well, and they've also had 1 draw as well as 2 losses also. And when you look at how both sides are fared from home and away perspective, you could see that Kups playing from home in the past 10 home games have been able to achieve 8 wins, but they've also had 2 losses. It goes to show that they're doing very well at home at the moment, seeing that they have won 80% of their home games and have lost only 20% of it. And away side, on the other hand, Strassin have also been able to achieve 5 wins in the past 10 games. They've also had 3 losses as well as 2 draws in the past 10 away games. All right, they have done very well, seeing that they have won 50% of their away games that they played so far. So, and they've lost just 30% of it. It goes to show that it's a strong team as well. And when you look at how both sides fared earlier, this is actually the second leg of this very encounter. The first leg of the encounter saw them playing out a 0-0 draw. On that occasion, we saw Kups traveling to this very side. So, Kups is playing home this time around, and we do expect Kups, who have won 80% of their home matches, to rise to the occasion once again and win out traveling this one. It is the home side to win. That's our verdict for this very game. Home win. Right, and that takes us to the next game, and also is in Europa Conference League qualification match, where we'll have Vikingo who will be up against Leipzig. Right, Vikingo, as we know, the Iceland side have been able to achieve 5 victories in the past 6 encounters. They've also had 1 draw, and the away side, on the other hand, Leipzig have been able to manage 1 win, 1 draw, as well as 4 losses in the past 6 encounters. When you take a look at how they fared from home and away perspective, you can see that Vikingo, the home side, have been able to achieve 9 wins in the past 10 home games, and they've had just 1 draw. They've not lost any match in the past 10 home games that they have so far. It goes to show how strong these guys are. They've won 90% of their home matches in the past 10 home games. And the away side, on the other hand, Leipzig, have been able to achieve 2 wins out of the past 10 away games. They've also had 1 draw as well as 7 losses in the past 10 away games. That goes to show that this is not a team that does very well when they're playing from away. So it is the home side that is more likely to pick up the sports in this very one. And also, what you've noticed is also the first leg of this very encounter saw them playing out a 1-1 draw. Vikingo played from away on that occasion, and in this very game, do expect the home side Viking to take full advantage of the home turf to win outrightly in this very game. It is the home side to win outrightly. That's what we expect in this very encounter. And that will take us next for the day, and it is in Iceland, first division, where we have Grota who will be up against After Dane. Right, when you take a look at recent games for both sides, you can see that Grota in the past 6 games that they had so far, they've lost the entire 6 games that they had on recent occasions, and their away side After Dane have managed to achieve 2 wins in the past 6, but they've also had 4 losses also in the past 6 games that they had. So when you look at how they fared from home and away perspective, you can see that the home side, the Grota, have managed to achieve 4 wins in the past 10 home games. They've also had 1 draw as well as 5 losses in the past 10 home games that they had so far. And when you look at their away side After then they've had 5 wins out of the past 10 away games, as well as 5 losses also in the past 10 away games. Alright, and also what is quite notable in these fixtures is the fact that the home side Grota have been able to achieve a scoreline that is actually very high, over 3.5 on several occasions, and they have been able to achieve over 2.5 scoreline on 8 occasions out of those past 10 home games that they have so far. And the away side also has seen a very similar situation, saying that 9 games out of the past 10 away games that they have so far have actually produced an over 2.5, 9 out of 10. So it goes to show that it is a fixture that's actually producing a lot of goals, and we do expect to see a lot of goals also appearing in this very encounter. It is an over 2.5 that's already for this very encounter. Over 2.5, at least a minimum of 3 goals, present in this game. All right, that takes us to the next game for the day, and that happens to be the last for the day. It is in Egyptian Cup, actually not the Premier League, but we have Zamalek who will be up against Proxy. Zamalek, as we know, is a very strong team in Egypt, and is actually one of the top teams in Africa at the moment, and they're playing in the Egyptian top flight. And you're looking at Proxy, who is also a good team, but actually in the second division of Egyptian league. So we know that Zamalek have been able to achieve 4 wins in the past 6 games. They've had 2 draws as well. And Proxy, on the other hand, have managed just 1 win in the past 6 encounters, and they've had 1 draw as well, and also 4 losses in the past 6 games that they had recent encounters. And when you look at how both sides have fared from home and away perspective, you could see that Zamalek have been able to achieve 6 wins in the past 10 home games. They've also had 3 draws as well as 1 loss in the past 10 home games that they have so far. And Proxy, on the other hand, have seen just 1 win out of past 10 games. They've also had 5 losses as well as 4 draws in the past 10 away games. All right, that goes to show that the home side Zamalek is highly expected to rise to the division and win outright. We're seeing that they are the top flight team, and they're doing very well, and they're playing from home, and we do expect Zamalek to, actually the last time they met saw both sides playing the 2-2 draw, but I do expect Zamalek, the home side, after drawing in last week, to actually rise to the occasion and win this very match and win this game with 2 goals plus. So it is the home side that's expected to win outrightly, but plus 2 goals. So home win and over 1.5. That's what I expect this very encounter. All right, and that brings our predictions for you today to a conclusion. All right, it is actually adding up to above 5 odds, and let's make do with what we have today. All right, tomorrow is another day. And remember to also play responsibly. It is only a football game. All right, you can as well decide to make your selections among these predictions. All right, it is not a must that you play the entire thing. All right, that being said, all right, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you get goals quick. Remember, tomorrow I'll come in again with my predictions. All right, but then